of my youngest, some savages running your trap, hit you up with them packages. Rob you for bricks, finesse you for pounds. Fuck all that talking, they laying you down.
Hello?
Oh no, man, it's Deniro.
Oh, hey, what's up? You're from Charlotte, North Carolina, so I was just wondering what it was like growing up and living up there.
But it was like growing up in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Man, it was nothing like a lot of people would expect it to be.
Yeah.
It was, man, growing up in Charlotte, North Carolina, man, to be completely honest with me, it was a lot different, man, because I think, you know, my experience kind of shaped and molded the way I view my city. Mm-hmm. And it started in my house. I had so many brothers and sisters. My mom had 8 children.
Yeah.
But when I was growing up, it was 6 of us at the time. But as I got a little older, you know, I had my 2 youngest brothers. But yeah, man, it was crazy, man. It was always somebody to talk to, somebody to fight. So we grew up really, really rough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And speaking of like family and everything, what started the free tune movement and everything like that?
Because my little brother is currently incarcerated right now. He got 25 years in the penitentiary for a murder and 2 attempted murders.
All right. And then also, what is cult rap and how did all that start for like those who don't know about that?
Okay. Well, I mean, for the people who don't know, cult rap is a genre of music that I created that's solely based off of substance, nothing else. Substance-based music. That's the foundational definition of cult rap, me breaking it down into its simplest form. I could go and get all intellectual about it, but that's what it means. And it started because I felt I was different from every other rapper that's out right now currently in terms of my subject matter. And I was like, man, this shit's so strong. It's like Tupac shit. But I would never want to resurrect something that somebody else started in terms of Tupac and him having thug life. So I wanted my own genre of music. Thug life is his own genre of music. You couldn't call it hip hop. You couldn't call it this. It was just thug life. That's the music. Real rap. Thug life. That's what it's based on. Real rap. And that's what cult rap is based on. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. And also, on your first album, you had like a feature with Denzel Curry and one of your big songs called "Bow Down." So how did you guys meet? And what's it like working with Denzel?
Well, we met 2013 at CMJ. I was already a fan of his song Threats. I heard that back in 2012.
Yeah.
My manager had reached out to them, but they never got back with us, and I ran into him at CMJ, seen his live performance, and was like, dude, you're amazing. He was like, yeah, I fuck with you too, man. Your shit dope. I already had the record Bow Down. I already had the hook. I didn't have anything recorded. I already had the hook and the concept. We got in the studio. I just wanted him to ad-lib on the hook, to be completely honest. He had a verse that he had wrote for another track with him and Young Cindy that they never did. So he used that verse, and it fit like a glove.
Okay. That's fine. And then,
I mean, working with him is crazy. You know, we got a track right now nobody has heard. It's called Skirt. It went on Mind of a Gemini 2. I've already completed Mind of a Gemini 2. And I just haven't put it out yet. So, you know, the song is crazy. Our vibe is crazy. I just went and seen him out in Santa Ana when I was out in California recently. His shit is crazy. He leveled up. You know, his wave is crazy. His work ethic is phenomenal, man. And that's family right there.
Yeah. And then also on a different note, you used to have like a book club with your fans. So how did you get?
I still do have a book club.
Oh, okay. So how did you get into that and the idea of that, and like what are some good books that you've read lately? Because I'm trying to find some like good reads for myself.
Well, I mean, for me, man, I dropped out of school at 15, and I self-educated. I had an understanding of really, the system, the school system, and I feel like it's a brainwashing mechanism that they utilize. Like people don't understand the Rockefellers control the textbooks and they control our education. So, to me, that systematic form of education, they're unconcerned about the way we learn. Either we get it or we don't. They're teaching to the people who get it so they can go out in the workforce world and become slaves to them. For me, I was already liberal, in terms of where I'm at with it. They to get back to what I was saying, at the end of the day, like I say, I thought the way that they taught was systematic. They weren't concerned with the way that I learned. I ended up dropping out of school. And the books that I read, I ended up teaching myself, liberating my own mind. You know what I'm saying? There's no cap on, there's no limitation when you self-educate. They're only going to teach you so much in school, you know what I'm saying? But it's not what you learn in school, it's about what you learn in life, and then what you teach yourself outside of that. A lot of the shit people learn in college and of course they don't even apply to everyday life. You have no knowledge of self. You got all the knowledge of the shit that they want you to know with no knowledge of self at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying? That's the way. That's why I advocate my book club. All of the books that I advocate is teaching people knowledge of self. The Four Agreements, The Alchemist, Between the World and Me, Our Prisons Obsolete. It's teaching you about mass incarceration, New Jim Crow Law. All of these books, man. You know what I'm saying?
And like speaking of like self-education and stuff like that, in the songs They Go By, you talk about like I was only 16, had hoop dreams, said fuck that, and I dropped out of school, got my pack and I loaded my tool. Selling dope, that's what I do. And like, and later on you went to say, because if I knew right now back then, would have stayed my ass in school.
Right.
Would you ever go back to school, or do you think what you did?
Well, see, that's what I say. If I knew what I knew right now back then, I would have stayed my ass in school. That's because, you know, me knowing what I know now, then would have shaped and molded a different reality for me. But the truth of the matter is, I only know what I know right now because I decided not to stay in school. But if I would have knew what I knew right now, back then, I would have stayed in school. Further my education, and you know what I'm saying?
I get what you mean.
Yeah, man.
And then also, I seen you've been working on like a movie or something like that. So what was that all about?
Well, I mean, they're not movies. I just consider them to be movies because they're motion picture. That's the way that we approach it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of performance like a typical rap video. It's more acting, and we take the movie approach to it. So we consider them to be short film and not music videos.
Okay. And then going into this song called New Charlotte, how did that come about? Because like your verse, personally, I know every single word to your verse. Like shit, like even when I like don't even have to hear the song, I know every single word to like that verse. So to me, that's like one of your iconic songs. How did that whole song and like movement come about?
Well, I mean, New Charlotte. So first off, New Charlotte was just something that I started tweeting because I felt like, you know, me being from Charlotte was in the day and age in the city. And when I would tweet it out all the time, I would get hella retweets when I would just tweet New Charlotte. And so when we got in the studio to record the record, I had wrote the hook already. But I was like, man, you know what? Bankroll Bird would be perfect to rap this hook. You know, I just heard his voice. So I wrote the lyrics. I took it to his house. He had an in-home studio. He recorded the hook. And he was like, bruh, man, this shit's so hard. Let me send it back to you with the verse on it. I was like, all right, fuck it. He sent me the verse. It was so crazy. I was like, hell yeah, I'm using that shit. But originally it was supposed to be me, YB, and another guy from my city, another young guy by the name of Chang. But he ended up not getting on the song. YB got on the song. And I had my verse. I sent it over to Dude just so he could hear it. He was like, bruh, I know the song done. If the shit's so ham, I wrote a verse because I sent them the instrumental version. It went only 2 verses on there, and they had an open verse for YB to lay his verse. So Dude wrote a verse. And I heard Dude shit. That's why the song. So I was like, well, I got it, man. Fuck it. And I was like, you know, we making our own limitations with this shit. We ain't doing it by the book. We going to have a 4-minute song. And so we didn't have a name for it. I was like, fuck that shit. Let's call it New Charlotte. And it was like, all right.
That's like.
So, you know, at the time I had just got signed with Warner, and my manager was really pressing me about utilizing songs that had samples in them. And Dude was working on this project at the time called Into a Flood. And so I gave him the song. That's why it's Dude the King, you know, featuring all of us. So I ended up giving the song to Dude for his project because I couldn't do that with it. The shit just took all the way the fuck up.
For sure. And then what is your relationship with Duru? Like, how long have you guys been working together and stuff like that? Like, how did you guys meet?
I mean, that's my family. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, that's my family, man. I've known Duru since I can remember, you know, so I consider him to be family. He was rapping like 10 years ago, you know, and I was a fan of his music. I wasn't even rapping, you know. I was in the street doing whatever I was doing, and I would always applaud his stuff and tell him, bro, keep going. They would be hustling CDs outside the store. I would buy the same CD over and over from them niggas, you know what I'm saying? And then they would always shout me out in their records. You know, they had a group called the Rude Boys, and I remember one record specifically, it was like, Tay, you Rude Boy too. That's what a lot of people call me that. No, my first name Dante, so they would call me Tay. And when they shot it down the song, I was like, damn, that feels good, like to be in a rap song, you know, somebody said my name, you know. And I started rapping, but before I started rapping, I had just, matter of fact, when I started rapping, I told dude, I was like, damn, man, because he used to pour so much pain and life stories in this shit. I was like, but that's how I want to rap, like that. Like, I want to tell my story like you be doing. And he was like, yeah. So now when I be rapping, he be like, bro, like, you done leveled up so much. Now I want to rap like, you know what I'm saying, your shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I always rock with bro. That was family. You feel what I'm saying?
And speaking of like how you rap, I noticed that you like to like paint pictures in a lot of your songs, and like sometimes it's even like spoken words. So how did you kind of evolve into that and form that as like your style, I guess?
Well, because that's the music I fell in love with. You got to think, I was born in '87. I'm 29. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the rap, I fell in love with real rap, Tupac. You know, you can see the shit that he was rapping, and I told niggas real rap. One thing about coke rap is you can close your eyes and see it. It'll be visual like a motion picture. When I close my eyes and I listen to Death Around the Corner from Tupac, I can literally see the movie playing in my mind. So that's the music that I always wanted to make, shit that people could see. Now when you close your eyes, you can't see none of the music motherfuckers rapping because it ain't got no substance to it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. Yeah, man.
And then speaking of like new music, a few months ago you dropped Mind of a Gemini. So what was the inspiration behind that project?
Me just wanting to follow up what I had did the year before when I dropped Click for Death 2 on my birthday, and then I dropped Click for Death 1 on my birthday. You know, I just wanted to continue that tradition. And I was like, damn, man, I had put Mind of a Gemini together. And I was like, fuck. I was like, man, what the hell I'm going to call this shit? And I was like, you know what, this shit, Mind of a Gemini, is just kind of like all over the place. And if you really look into it, people don't understand how much I put into the records because I named every single song after a characteristic trait that a Gemini may embody. So you got moody, impractical, consistently inconsistent, duality, eloquent, you know what I'm saying? So all of those things, man. So, you know, I actually finished Mind of a Gemini 2, like maybe a month after that, which I haven't released. And me and he's doing an EP right now entitled Thug.
Okay,
I got my Warner Brothers project dropping December the 9th.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Entitled Red Book, you know. I got 2 parts to that, part 1 and part 2.
Okay.
So yeah, man, this shit finna get crazy, though.
Yeah. And speaking of like the Mind of a Gemini EP, on Duality you said the money changed niggas. I don't know if it's true. I ain't got much, but they think I do.
They think I do, right.
Do you think like money changes people's perspectives or opinions like on others, like when you know what I mean?
Of course, money make motherfuckers see you different. You know, it give you more respect and the like, because people glorify the monetary thing, like money, material possessions. You dig what I'm saying? So hell yeah, money make you, you know, money make you beautiful to a lot of motherfuckers. Look at Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying? He's the type of guy that I know if Rick Ross wasn't who he was, bitches wouldn't look at him twice. Little Yachty, Uzi Vert, all of these guys, man, they're not these, you know what I'm saying? Women would see them motherfuckers and laugh in their face, you know what I'm saying? But money makes you, money and popularity, stardom, that shit gives you a whole new attraction. I remember seeing Young Thug when he first started rapping, and women laughed at him. Now I see women posting him as that Man Crush Monday. He's a Fetty Wap, you know, situation with his eye. Before he started rapping, I bet girls would laugh like, "Ugh, get away from me!" Like your eye looks crazy. But now bitches posting him as like they Man Crush Monday. And it's all because of money. Money make people see you different. And they say money changes niggas. Well, I don't know if that's true. You know, because I don't have, you know, I don't have yet, you know, that type of money, you know. But hell yeah, man.
Yeah. And also, speaking like on a different topic, what recently happened with Trump and everything like that, I know you're involved in watching the news and you're a smart man and everything. What is your opinion on what happened with the election and everything like that?
Well, I mean, my opinion is everything happened that they wanted to happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like, politics is corrupt, you know, at the end of the day. And they want you to feel as if our vote counts, but really it doesn't. They're going to elect who the fuck they want to elect. There's so much bullshit going on at the top that we don't know about. You know, I mean, they've kept us in the dark for so long. We can't think we have the full spectrum as to what's going on inside, you know what I'm saying, inside of that shit, dog. You know, there's so much bullshit going on, bro. We don't know shit. We know what the fuck they want us to know. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, motherfuckers raised $2.5 million just to recount the ballots because they feel like we've been cheated. But even when they recount them, that ain't going to change shit. Ain't nobody even vote for George Bush that last term, and it was clear they rigged the election, and ain't shit happened. You dig what I'm saying? So, man, yeah, bro. It is what it is, dog.
True. And then on a positive note, like, what's it like? I know you got 2 sons, and, like, what's it like being a father and everything? Like, how has that affected?
Man, you got a dose for that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is, you know, it makes you more patient and understanding. Well, if that's what you want to be as a father. You know what I'm saying? But for me as a father, it's making me more patient, making me more understanding. It's making me prioritize my time more, you know, because I give my children all of my extra time. I really ain't got time for a lot of bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah, man, that shit has humbled me in a lot of ways. It makes me become a lot smarter because I don't have this knowledge just to hoard for self. I'm going to give it to my son, you know? So it just makes me go harder, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And then going back to, like, the new music and everything, can we also maybe, like, expect for you to go on tour anytime soon, or are you just going to be dropping projects and stuff like that for now?
Well, I'm going to be dropping projects, but I'm securing another agent.
Okay.
You know, so I can get on the road and do these things. But yeah, for sure, man, I got to get on the road. That live show too crazy for me not to be on the road. A lot of artists are dope musically, but their live show ain't shit. So, I mean, them being on the road really don't matter. That SoundCloud and Spotify spins keep them afloat. With me, I'm going to gain the SoundCloud and Spotify attention and listens and streams, but it's the live show that's really going to touch the souls of the people. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. And for those people who haven't, like, seen you live, what is your live shows like, and, like, what's tour life like for you?
Man, my live show is captivating. And that's the best word to really capture the essence of what I do. It's captivating, and it's authentic, and it's passionate. You know, and tour life for me is my regular life. I don't do shit. I'm not one of them guys on the road who become a rapper because I'm on tour. Like, you know, if you spoke to Denzel, he'd be like, yo, when I was on the tour with Big Bro, we didn't do nothing but work out. I read every day. I journaled. I didn't do shit. They went out. I didn't go out. I went to the strip club one night, and I walked the fuck out. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this shit is, like, what am I doing right now, dog? I didn't go out no night. You know, I was in a hotel at the time. I had a girl, so, you know, me and my girl was just on the phone building. And, yeah, bro, so tour life for me, I take it serious as a business. It's like sending out an executive from a business to go represent it. I go to work, and I go meet with the people I'm supposed to, and I go back to the hotel and enjoy myself. I get enjoyment out of solitude, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Sure. And for those people who want to follow your movement and follow you, where can they find you on social media and stuff like that?
Man, leader of Cult Rap on Instagram, Deniro Farrar on my other social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Deniro Farrar. Only thing that isn't Deniro Farrar is Instagram. That's leader of Cult Rap. Somebody took my fucking name. I'm like, damn, one of my fans took my name too.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, wow, dude, really? Why would you take my name on Instagram? He's like, I love you, man. His profile picture was me. I'm like, really, dude? Why the fuck would you do that? Like, so at first I was Deniro Farrar 01. I was like, it ain't right, you know. I was like, fucking leader of Cult Rap, it is. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right, well, it's been a long time coming, and you know I fuck with your music, and you always have my support, and I'm sure we'll stay in touch, and I wish you the best in the future, and thanks for being on the show, man.
Already, man. I appreciate you for having me, guys.
All right.
They say money chain niggas, I don't know if that's true. I ain't got much, but they think I do. You my tribe, I don't know about you. Mine never Gemini, no low IQ. They say money chain niggas, I don't know if that's true.